सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धेर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चिता मतिः। Yes.
In the last class, we had seen some more details about how mana is to be treated diligently. And first, we had seen that mana is sansara karanam because the mind is viewing the world or the things in the world with sukhatva buddhi, dukhatva buddhi,
And
adyatva buddhi, and satyatva buddhi. And
sukhatva buddhi, rather sukha hetutva buddhi.
sukha hetutva buddhi, dukha hetutva buddhi, and satyatva buddhi. And that kind of mind is to be treated. And how it is to be treated? By going to the teacher and learning Shastra and learning the truth of the mind. The truth of the mind is Atma, and the mind by itself is Mithya. And here we have seen some more points which are given regarding this in Mandukya Karika and the Tika on it. So in Mandukya Karika it is said that the mind should be made as though non-mind. And for which the Tika writes that for this there are two ways. One is by repeatedly seeing the truth. What is the truth? The truth is that the mind is Mithya. I, Atma, am the truth of the mind. There is no thing for which the mind has, there is no thing which the mind can think about with sense of reality, and the mind itself is not real. And I alone am manifesting as this mind by seeing this truth repeatedly and by Vairagyam. And then we were seeing the next part in the Tippani, where now the Tippanikara comes to the main point regarding why this Tippani was written. It was to show the oneness of all these sadhanas in terms of their mutual dependency. And first he says that
Oneness means what?
Means they work as a package. Each of them helps the other one in strengthening it.
That is the reason. The status of being one sadhana. Oneness is in that sense. All put together, they have the status of being one sadhana. That is Eka sadhana. That is the meaning of oneness.
And now the Tippanikara says that just like in the mantras from Kathopanishad which were quoted, just like there is mutual dependency of the horses and the chariots, similarly,
Horses and
the chariots and the driver.
you like chariot? Okay.
Similarly, there is a mutual dependency of the intellect and the organs. And then he gives an example. So just like there is a mental and verbal transaction of a chain as one entity, even though it is made up of many varied beads. Similarly, even though these 6 sadhanas are distinct, there is transaction regarding them as one sadhana. Why? Because of or on account of their mutual expectancy or mutual dependence. And then the Tippanikara begins explaining how this mutual dependence is there. And first he explains how all the other five expect Shama. And then it is said that first Dhamma expects Shama. Why? Because without the control over the mind, the mastery over the organs in effective measure is not possible. It will only remain a suppression.
Effective and complete measure.
And then Shraddha also expects Shama. Why? Because for the mind which is extroverted, that is, it is attached in the wife, son, wealth, etc. For that mind, complete Shraddha in Vedanta Shastra, Guru, Ishvara, etc. will not be possible because the mind will not even come to Vedanta and Guru. It will remain occupied with those things only. And even if it comes to Shastra, it will be regarding some Kamya Karma. And then Samadhanam expects Shama. Why? Because without the mastery over the mind, concentration on Brahma as the goal will not be possible. And then Uparatihi also expects Shama. Here Uparati is in the sense of renunciation of karma and the objects. And the Tipanikara here gives an example. Just like a cat which has been grown by milk, etc. That is, it has been given only vegetarian food. And now it has not controlled by tying it with the help of a rope. How that cat on the mere sight of my mouse would run to grab it and eat it. Similarly, the mind also, which has been withdrawn from the objects, but it has not been mastered. Then, when the objects are attained, the mind would also run towards those objects on account of the force of the earlier impressions. Therefore, Uparati also expects Shama. Then Titiksha expects Shama. So, for the mind which is turned inward, that is, it is contemplating on some higher thing. For that kind of mind, by that kind of mind alone, it is possible to do objective acceptance of the pairs such as cold, heat, etc. and not by the mind which is extroverted. Therefore, Titiksha expects Shama. And in this manner, it has Shama is assisting the other five, starting with Dhamma. And now the Tipanikara shows how all the other sadhanas expect Dhamma. And it is said that first, Shamaha also expects Dhamma. Why? Because without the mastery over the mind, without the mastery over the organs, the mind cannot be conquered. The mind will be kept distracted by the sense objects, hence it cannot be conquered. And then Shraddha also expects Dhamma. Why? Because for the person who is attached to the objects such as Rupa, Rasa, etc., for that person, the Shraddha in Guru and Vedanta Vakya would not be born. Because he would not even come to Guru and Vedanta since his mind would be occupied by the Vishayas.
The person who is attached, and here we are focusing more on Dhamma. So, Vishya Sakta Chitta here is in the sense of a person not having Dhamma. That's it, because we are highlighting Dhamma. Idea wise, what you said is right. Contextually, we have to highlight the Vishya Sakta Chitta means a person whose organs are engaged in the objects. Then,
and then in the next step is that Samadhanam also expects Dhamma. So without the without the mastery over the organs, the concentration of the mind will not be born. Therefore, Samadhanam also expects Dhamma. And then it is said that Uparatihi also expects Dhamma. And we had seen that Uparati is in the sense of non-rise of desire even when the objects are attained. And it is said that without the mastery over the organs, there will be again and again rise of desire regarding the objects which are seen and desired. Why? On account of the force of the impressions regarding the earlier experience of the objects. And thus, since there will be again and again rise of desire, therefore Uparati, which is in the form of non-rise of desire, will not be possible without Dhamma.
So we are seeing the topic of Samadhi Shatka Sampatti. And here the author highlights one point, that even though Shama etc. are 6 in number, and therefore total number of qualifications or sadhanas should be 9. 3 plus 6, 9. But that is not there because the 6 qualities are considered to be eka sadhana, considered to be one means, one qualification. And how is it so? That is explained by the Tippanikara, the one who writes footnote. And he says that since all 6 of them are interconnected, each one of these 6 is required for the other 5. And all other 5 depend upon the 6th one, and the 6th one depends upon all other 5. Shama expects Dhamma, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam. Similarly, Dhamma expects Shama, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhanam. Like each one expects the other 5, the other 5 expects the 6th one. In this manner, there is a mutual dependency among these 6 sadhanas. Therefore, they can be considered to be one. परस्पर अपेक्षणेन परस्परापेक्षणेन एक साधनत्व व्यवहारः. Because of mutual dependency, there is consideration, there is a transaction of all 6 sadhanas as one. Ekatvena vyavaharah. And now that hetu, parasparapekshatvam, mutual dependence, because of which they are considered to be one, that mutual dependence is explained. And he explained that Shama is expected for by all 5. That was explained 1 to 5. And conclusion was made, Shamaha Damadinam Panchanam Sahakari. Shama is Sahakari, is contributor to the development of Dhamma, etc. And now he is showing that Dhamma also is required for the other 5. Just as Shama is expected by other 5, Shama is a contributory to the other 5. Similarly, Dhamma is contributory to other 5. And that is shown here. Shamaha api Dhammam akankshate. Means Dhamma is contributory to Shama. What is Shama? What is Dhamma? We have already seen. So that he expects us to remember. Then Shraddha. Shraddha also expects Dhamma. A person's organs are very extrovert and remaining busy with the Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, then there is no mind to go to the Shastra or Guru. Therefore, the question of Shraddha doesn't come. Then Samadhanam, focusing of the mind also is expecting Dhamma. That also expect Dhamma. And Uparati, This must this withdrawal ichhanudaya, that also expect dhamma. Now the next one, titiksha also expects dhamma. Means my titiksha will be in sufficient measure when I have good amount of dhamma, mastery over the organs. That aspect is explained in the next sentence. Antarena tu indriya damena vishaya sanidhya vashat क्षुभितं सत्वनः शीतोष्णादि द्वन्द्वं न विषहेत इति अतः तितिक्षा अपि दमम् आकांक्षते. Titiksha means objective, non-reactive acceptance of all pairs of opposite, all varieties of experiences, varieties of objects of experiences. That is titiksha. Otherwise, something little hot is there, complaint is there, little cold is there, complaint is there, and always something either cold or hot it would be. Therefore, Puja Swamiji, Munu Munu will be there. Tamil, there is a word, Munu Munu. After that, complain. So, even nobody is there, will be complaining to the God, to the Lord. What type? Kai ko dunya banai. So, why did you make this type of word? Complaining person continues to complain wherever he goes, wherever she goes. Alright, but one thing is, complaining people become a means for developing titiksha for others. That's what I have seen. So they help us to develop patience. Otherwise, if everybody is okay, then how do you know you have titiksha? So I think Bhagavan provides some means. In this creation, there is a provision for everything required. Alright. So here he says, Titiksha api damam akankshate. Titiksha expects dhamma for its efficacy and its reinforcement, strengthening. How? He says, Antarene tu indriya damena. Antarena means without. Without the mastery over the organs, Vishaya Sanidhya Vashat. Since Dhamma is not there, therefore constantly there is inflow of the objects. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. People, they have to have all this headphone all the time. Whatever they are doing, they will be listening to music, answering SMS. One lady was telling Swami, when I am talking to my husband, then also you'll be doing SMS. Then, like you asked me summary, I will ask, what did I say? So he learned from me. So I will ask my husband, what did I say? Tell me. So see, our husband has to give summary. People learn small things from Swamiji. So these are the ones. Anyway, so much influence. The people, some nowadays students, they say we will study when music is on. The music is on and they will study. Now what? And nowadays we have information overload. Now expression has come. Information overload. And one beautiful name is there. What is that name? Infobesity. Obesity is there, no? Infobesity. I like that name. Another name is intoxication. Intoxication is there, no? Intoxication. I like all these words are there. Another is what? TMI. Too much information. I really love these words. Really too much. And they have done the study at the doctors, psychologists, and they say that when there is too much information given to the mind, then it affects the quality and function of our faculty of the mind. This efficiency of the mind reduces. He says the processing capacity of the mind, if it is beyond a particular limit, Otherwise, as long as within limit, no problem. But too much information is there, then it affects the cognitive function. Therefore, sometimes people are not able to understand in one go. We have to tell them 2-3 times because mind is so excited, always in excited mode, and therefore the too much information, which is expression of this lack of dhamma, makes what mind shubhitam. Too much information leads to the disturbance of the mind. Person remains so much disturbed. Oh, this happened, that happened, this I want to know this person thinks what happened that country, what happened that country. Oh my god. And in every field I want to know, and mind is too much burdened with that. Shubhitam mana. Mind remains disturbed. There is no calmness. In fact, when there is a situation of calmness, they feel frightened. One person had come to this ashram and he said, Swamiji, here is too much peace. So they require some, some excitement, some inputs. That's what Shubhitam Mana. Mind remains in excited mood. And that type of Mana, Vishaya Sanitya Vashat, the music also is there, and they're watching TV also is there, and the reading book also is there, and talking to someone, or that type of Mana, Shubhitam Manaha, Shitoshnadi Dvandvam na Vishahe, will not be able to put up with, or will be able to accept the Shitoshnadi Dvandvam, the pairs of opposite. Why? Because already mind is disturbed. And disturbed mind, even one small reason is that it will be further disturbed. Because the rule is disturbed gets disturbed. Mind is already in the disturbed mode. Therefore, one more thing. It is something like, suppose I have some wound here. And there somebody little bit touch, it pains. If it is normal, if somebody does this, nothing happens. But otherwise, this person does, we do that. Right? Is wrong. Similarly, if the mind is disturbed because of so much inputs, then with a small reason, gets disturbed. Therefore, if tea comes 5 minutes late or 10 minutes late, people are so angry. And in the olden days, after half an hour, tea came, no, that's all. I still enjoy. See, earlier, our buses and all, no, they come half an hour, 1 hour late. People say, आ गया है ना बस, okay, आ गया है ना, that we celebrate. Late I was not an issue for us. That type of patience we used to have. Nowadays we are losing that. They say I want everything to be done when yesterday, not today. There is an expression. He wants everything to be done yesterday. Means not even today. I really like that expression. And therefore, Kshubitam Mana, disturbed mind cannot have this patience. Titiksha is patience. When you are relatively comfortable with you, then you can put up with it. Okay, it's not there, not there. Disturbed little bit is already disturbed, then little bit inputs, unfavorable inputs, he will disturb the person. Titiksha is not possible. That's why we see we have more divorces is there, divorces are there, many. Why? People's patience is not there. More and more. Because the mind is, listen, why should I listen to him? I don't say that we should put up with the inappropriate or unreasonable behavior of others. I don't justify that. If required divorce is the solution. But our tolerance level has gone down. That is there. So titiksha is not there. Why? But dhamma is not there. The mastery over the organs is not there. So mind remains busy and disturbed because of constant inflow of the objects. And therefore, na vishahe. We can see that if you are quiet and light goes, it will not disturb you. You are already disturbed and light goes, you see, you will have more reaction. Hey, otherwise you are sitting, anyway you are sitting quietly, light is there, not there, no, doesn't matter. So we can see in our mind, we are disturbed by people because we are already disturbed. Since we are disturbed, we are further disturbed by others. If you are relatively comfortable with yourself, then disturbance doesn't happen. You have already complaints with yourself and the world constantly going on, and you got one more reason. So, person flares up. Therefore, titikshapi damam akankshate. The withdrawal from the sense objects, mastery over the sense objects. If something is there, not there, my indriyas are not getting disturbed. The light goes sometimes, and we just keep quiet. Anyway, it is going to come. Wait. Anyway, nothing can be done. There is no problem in complaining. If you can register after 15 minutes or something, then okay, you do it, whatever is to be done. It goes sometime. In fact, it comes back, we should celebrate. It goes is understandable. When we are staying in a rural area and light, electricity many times for hours together is not supplied by the electricity board. It is generator which is supplying. So we have this facility, we remain thankful. Otherwise, in this forest area, we cannot expect a 24-hour supply. Wi-Fi, people demand this. Wi-Fi should be there. What is no Wi-Fi? No other phone working. You come to the forest, you have advantage of this forest atmosphere. Greenery is there, nice pure weather is there, pure air is there. That benefit you want. And because of but this being in the forest, some disadvantage that you don't want. So that is unreasonable. We have to see unreasonability of our expectation or rather insistence. So the person who has dhamma, mastery, he will be able to have titiksha. So titiksha api damam akankshate. Iti, in this manner, damaha shamadinam panchanam sahakari. Dhamma is sahakari, is supportive to 5 qualities such as shama, etc. Alright. Now, he is showing this mutual dependence with reference to some other qualities. He says, Shamadayaha Shraddham Apeksha. The 5 qualities, Shama, Dhamma, Uparama, Titiksha, Samadhanam, these 5 qualities, they expect Shraddha. If Shraddha is there, Samadhi will be more powerful. That idea he gives. Shri Sadguru Vedanta Shastreshu Tivratara Shraddha Bhave Shravanadau Shravanopayogi Samadhi Sadhane cha Pravrittihi nas Jayeta Iti Ataha Samadaya api Shraddham Apekshante. So earlier he explained one by one. Now in one sentence he is explaining the mutual expectations of these Shraddha with the other 5. He says, Vyatireka Mukhena, how Shraddha is important in developing Shamadama, that is explaining. How? By Vyatireka. If Shraddha is not there, how Shamadama will not be strong? That he says, Sri Sadguru Vedanta Shastreshu, in Sadguru. And he uses the word Sri Sadguru, because of respect. So Shriman, one who is glorious, or one who is having knowledge, one who is having greatness. Shri. Shri means wealth, Shri means beauty, Shri means knowledge. All these words are there. Meanings are there for the word Shri. Shri Man, Shri Yuta, Sadguru. The Sadguru means great Guru, Vedanta, Vedanta Shastra, and other Shastras. in those Guru and Vedanta Shastras, Tivratara Shraddha Bhave. In the absence of very intense Shraddha, not ordinary Shraddha, Tivratara Shraddha Bhave, Shravanadau Pravrittihi na syat. Engagement in Shravanadi will not happen. Why? Because why should I do Shravana Mandanam Nididhyasanam? Oh, if you do Shravanadi, you will get Jnanam, Atma Jnanam. If I get Atma Jnanam, so what? No, you will get Moksha. So what is that Moksha? Brahma Prapti. I don't believe in this Brahma. I don't believe in Moksha. Because he doesn't have Shraddha in Vedanta and Guru. Since Shraddha is not there in Vedanta and Guru, therefore Brahma, Moksha, etc. will not be accepted by him. Why? Because they are not visible. They will say, where is Brahman? Show me Brahman. He said, this is Brahman. No, this is what? This is pencil. No, this existence. This, what is this? Existence, existence. Why it called Brahman? So you cannot explain it to him in one go. And therefore what? He will just poo-poo this idea. Ignore, discard. Brahman is discarded and therefore moksha is discarded. He said, you show me one person who is mukta. We say our Guruji, yeah, I know him. He also eats, he takes all food, he also goes for walk, he also requires the house. And why he is mukta? He has got his own concept of moksha. So he will not, he will show anybody that, oh, Ramana Maharshi, oh, I know Ramana Maharshi, what all I have seen them. I have read the biographies of other authors, what all he was doing. He will say, accuse Ramana Maharshi also. Shankaracharya, oh, Shankaracharya, what he did. He went all over and he had discussion and all this. You know, he dismissed so many others. What moksha? People can argue with him about him also. Any person, they will not accept even Sri Bhagavan Sri Rama also was mukta. He said, what Rama? He was crying for Sita. I also did not cry, my wife died. So, so I tell you, Krishna, oh my God, don't talk about him. So, and therefore, they will not accept moksha. They will not accept Brahma. And when Brahma, moksha are not accepted, when sadhya shraddha nasti, tarhi sadhane pravritti katham syat. If there is no shraddha in the goal, how can there be initiative for doing sadhana? Cannot be. Something like when you, many times you might have got the message, you have won the lottery of $1 million. I think everybody must have got. And a message comes $1 million email or something. That is sadhya. Will you? And he said, just you send your email and your bank details. Sadhana. Sadhya, you don't have Shraddha, fortunately. If you have Shraddha, whatever money you will go. So, since you don't have Shraddha in Sadhya, therefore sadhana pravritti will be there? Not there. When Shraddha is there in Sadhya, then only pravritti will be there in sadhana. Therefore, moksha Shraddha nasti, Brahmani Shraddha nasti, then Brahma Prapti or Moksha Prapti sadhana, Jnana Prapti, there will not be Shraddha. Jnana Prapto Shraddha nasti, tarhi this Shravanado api pravritti nasyat. So Shravanado pravritti nasyat, na jayat. And in Shravanadi there is no Shraddha. Shravanadi there is no pravritti or inclination. Then Shravana Upayogi Samadhi Sadhane api pravritti nasya. Shamadamadi required for what? Required for effective Shravanadi. But when Shravana itself I am not interested. Now Shravanadi is the goal. When Shravanadi I am not interested in, then where is the question of Shamadamadi which are required for Shravanam? He said that all the Shamadama etc. are binding. I want to remain a free person. You are talking about moksha and you are putting all bondage on me. What is this? I am better off with what I am now. Naturally, you will say that you say Shama, Dama, etc. means what? I have to give up all this. Give up for what? Give up for moksha. Moksha means ananda. Now itself I am ananda. I am enjoying service, my drinks, my all this food, etc. I am enjoying. Why should I? They will not have pravritti. Shamadamadi will be considered to be bondage, slavery. He said, why should I be slave to Shastra Guru? Who is this Guru? Therefore, Shastre Shraddha, Guru Shraddha Nasti Chet, Shravadado Pravritti Nasyat, and Shravana Upayogi Shamadhi Sadhane. In the means such as Shamadhi, sadhana means the means such as Shamadhi, which are Upayogi, which are useful for Shravana, there also pravritti nasya. So, in the absence of intense Shraddha in Sadguru and Vedanta Vakya, there will not be engagement, activity for Shravanadi, engagement in Shravanadi and Shamadamadi, which are useful for Shravanadi. Because the principle is what? Sadhye Shraddha Bhavaha Chet, Sadhane Shraddha Pravritti Nasya. If I have Shraddha in Sadhya, then only I will have Shraddha in Sadhana and I will have Pravritti, engagement in Sadhana. And since he does not have Shraddha in the Moksha, Brahma, etc., no Shraddha in or no engagement in Dana Prapti, Shravanadi and Shravana Upayogi Samadhi. Therefore, Pravritti na jayeta would not be born. Iti ataha. Since this is so, therefore, Shamadayah api Shraddham apekshante. Shamadamadi also expect Shraddha. In fact, if Shraddha is there, all will come slowly. Shraddha in Guru, Shraddha in Vedanta, that will take care of all lacuna. It will make up for all. Whatever is required will come if Shraddha is there. Therefore, Shraddha is very important for Samadhi. Okay. Then, now he says that Shamadayah Samadhanam apekshante. Samadhi, expect Samadhanam, concentration. How? Antarena Chittaekagram. Without the concentration of the mind, Antarena means without. Without the concentration of the mind, Samadhi Sadhanani na siddheran. Samadhi Sadhanani would not be accomplished. Iti ataha. Therefore, Shamadayah, Shama, etc. Apekshante, expect Samadhanam, concentration of the mind. Concentration of the mind is required for anything to be understood well. To understand the nature of Shamadamadi, to understand the role of Shamadamadi, to understand the significance of Shamadamadi, you require some concentration. Without concentration, you will not understand anything well, much less nature and the importance of Shamadamadi. And therefore, we say Shamadayah Chitta Samadhanam apekshante. So without Chitta Ekagriya, Samadhi cannot be there. So here the idea highlighted is that each one of them, they grow upon each other. Otherwise, this is technically it is called Anyonyashraya dosha. It is not Anyonyashraya dosha. It is showing that they grow upon each other. Like business and money. For doing business, you require money. Isn't it? If you have money and if you do business, you will get money. For doing business, you require money. And that money you do for business. Both they grow upon each other. Money will grow when business is done. And when when you have money, you do more business. So you have money, you do some business. You do business, you have more money. With that, you do more business, you have more money. Similarly, here Shamadamadi is there, then Shamadaya are there, then Samadhanam will be there. And Samadhanam is there, Shamadamadi will grow further. And therefore, Shamadaya Samadhanam Apekshante. Alright. Now, next one is Shamadaya Uparatim Apekshante. That is said here, Vishebhyaha Chet Syadanu Anuparatam Chittam Tada Shamadaya Na Siddheran Iti Ataha Shamadaya Uparatim Apekshante. Uparati. Uparati means the mind is withdrawn from the objects and remains withdrawn. We have seen the maintenance of the withdrawal of the mind from the objects, withdrawal of the mind and sense organs from the objects. That is called uparati. And he says that is required for shamadamadi. Vishebhyaha chet syad anuparatam chittam. If mind is not withdrawn from the sense objects, tada, then Shamadayaha na siddheran. Samadhis will not be accomplished. Ataha Shamadayaha. Shama, etc. Uparatim apekshate. So Samadhi expect uparati. A person needs to have some uparati, some withdrawal. Then only Shamadamadi will be possible and will be strengthened. So anuparatam chittam means uparatim na praptam. So here most of the places the importance of every quality is shown by Vyatireka, by the co-absence. Okay. Now, Shamadayaha expect titiksha, that also is shown here. Shitoshna chut pipasa labha labhadi vichitra vishayanubhava janita tapatraya saham chet syat chittam. Here also Vyatireka. Chittam syat. Chittam asaham syat. Chet means if the mind is asaham, asaham is intolerant, impatient. To what? Intolerant to tapatraya. Three types of tapa. Tapa means affliction, pain. What are the three types of tapa? Adhyatmika, Adibhautika, Adidevika. So if the mind is intolerant to these three types of tapa, sometimes some discomfort is there in the body, stomach problem, and headache is there, something. Or surrounding people, some people are making some noise. Nowadays, there's big problem with that. Where especially the hostel and all, that somebody will be making call on night only because he's from abroad. So that is daytime there. So night 11 o'clock. जब सबकी रात होती है उनका दिन होता है. So that even is a night for everybody, is a day. Yanisha Sabha Bhutana. So then he gets up at that time only and starts Adi Bhautika. Some noise is there, some difficulty, some people are not cooperating. All these are Adi Bhautika. Problems coming from surrounding. I had kept my book, somebody took away. I had kept my chappal, new chappal. Adi Bhautika. I'm just giving a modern example. They used to give the example of Vyagradi. Vyagra doesn't come. Even if we want to come, he will not come. So we have to import somewhere. So modern problem is this. Somebody took away. And Adi Devika means what? Rain is there. Constant rain. So much rain. Somewhat rain is required. But constant rain, storm, earthquake, these are called Adi Devika. This tapa will be there. Means there is from natural forces some difficulties are there. Or some durita is there. Some strong papa which is coming in my way again and again. That also is Adi Devika. Then this tapa asaham, mind is not tolerant to that. Is keep on complaining, 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 shouting, crying. Titiksha is not there. Titiksha is what? Sahanam sarva dukkhanam apratikara purvakam chinta vilaparahitam sa titiksha nigadyate. So accepting sahanam means putting up with or accepting these all difficulties. Chinta vilaparahitam, without crying. Oh, my lot is like this, Swamiji. From day one, Swamiji, in my life, I have got problems and problems. Since birth, Swamiji. The day I was born, my parents died, or somebody, not parents, father died, or somebody died, my brother died, or whatever. Problem. So people have this so many problems. Tapatraya is there. And I am not able to tolerate that. Means I am not able to drop my resistance to all facts of my life. Titiksha is what? Dropping the resistance to all facts of my life, including the present fact. People have got intolerance to what happened 20 years ago. They say, that day, standing near the door, he shouted at me, Swamiji, even now I remember. Somebody gave you nice flower, when you were entering into the house, that you don't remember. But this you remember. I remember the way he was shouting, his face and all. So he or she is not able to accept that fact that it has already happened. So when that day so much rain, my God, 10 years over, now he is not able to let go. Drop the resistance to all facts of your life. That is not there. Asaham tapatrayam. Janita born. These all afflictions are born of what? This anubhava. Anubhava of what? Vichitra Vishaya. Variety of objects, various objects. And these objects, some of them are listed here. Shita, Ushna, cold, heat, Kshut, hunger. Hunger creates tapa. In hunger, you are hungry and food is not there. Because you got up at 9 o'clock and the breakfast is over. And then you are very angry. Hungry people get angry very fast. Some connection is there. Angry, hungry. So, Kshut, hunger, Vipasa, this, the thirst, Labha, something you got it. And sometimes it happens. You got the news, you got it. And after half an hour, say, no, it was not for you, it was for somebody else. Then also you have so much sadness. Hey, you were okay. Just half an hour before that news came, you were okay. But now you thought you got it. And they said, no, it was my mistake. So people love alaba. Alaba means loss. Sometimes in a mental loss only. But people think labadi vichitra vishayanubhava janita tapatrayam. So whatever pain caused by three types of pain caused by the various experiences of various objects, that towards that I am asaha. Na sahate iti asaha. One who is not putting up with that. That intolerant mind is, if it is there, then manasaha shamaha na siddhe, na siddheran manasaha shamaha, the mastery over the mind, indriyanam damaha, the mastery over the organs, Guru Vedanta Vakya Shraddha, Guru Vakya Vedanta, whatever Shraddha was, they also go away. This type of Gurukulam I don't want. So, Shraddha goes away. If Guruji says you do one upvasa, Shraddha goes, no, you have to do upvasa. In some ashrama, the upvasa is compulsory. Here we don't have. Because we know that the present situation, people have sugar problem. So, Guru Vedanta Vakya Shraddha. That also goes away. Chitta Ekadryam. The concentration of the mind also will not be there. When you have got so much resistance there in the mind, how can you have concentration? Swamiji, I was boiling inside. So, Chitte Kagriyam na sambhavet. Then what? Uparati also will not be possible. How? Prapta upabhoga yogya dhanadi vishayebhyah uparatihi cha ityadi sadhanani na siddhyeran. If titiksha is not there, this shamaha, damaha, shraddha, ekagryam and uparati, this sadhananis na siddhyeran would not be accomplished. And uparati he explains. Uparati means withdrawal, giving up. What? Withdrawal from what? Dhanadi vishayebhya. From the objects such as dhana, wealth, adi, all comforts, air condition is there, computer is there, TV, all. From that, uparati is not possible. A person who is intolerant to some small discomfort, how can he have vairagya? I cannot remain without AC. And you say you have vairagya. You say have uparati from uparati is AC? No. I will have uparati from you, Swamiji. You are the best one from whom I should have uparati. Uparati means withdraw. So he says uparati from what? Dhanadi Vishaya. The objects such as wealth, etc. Which are what? Prapta. Prapta Dhanadi. The withdrawal from the objects such as wealth, which is prapta. From that uparati will not have. Aprapta can have. But aprapta Vishay, there is no relevance of uparati. Aprapta Vishay uparati hi na apekshita. Not expected. Somebody says, Swami, I don't want this prime ministership. Uparati. No, that is not uparati. Prapta. When it is available to you, small thing, you fall for it and you say, prime ministership, I don't want. Like people say, Swamiji, I am not interested in Brahma Loka. So, who will give you Brahma Loka? Brahma Loka, to get, you have to do whole life Hiranyagarbha Upasana and all Nitya Naimittika Karma. You don't even know what are the karmas. But you may say that, Swamiji, I am not interested. That will not be called Uparati. Uparati is from those objects which are available for you. If you want, you can have it. From that you withdraw, then it is Uparati. Otherwise, in Hindi, they say, Seje Baba Brahmachari. Means what? This fellow did not get any girl, therefore I will remain Brahmachari. What else you can do? So that is not really Brahmachari. He is not Nishtha. Similarly, Prapta Dhana. The Uparati, withdrawal from the objects which is Prapta. And sometimes it is Prapta, but not Upabhoga Yogya. Like somebody gives you a computer which doesn't work. Or he gives you a phone which is locked with his password. And he has gone. No use. You cannot do anything. Therefore, he said Prapta and Upabhoga Yogya. Uparati, withdrawal from the objects such as wealth, etc., which is attained and also usable. That is called Uparati. Something is available and something is usable. From that there is a withdrawal. And that withdrawal is possible when titiksha is there. The people, those who don't have titiksha, they require so many things to be comfortable. They have to carry so much luggage with them. Why? This I can't bear. I have to have carry with some portable AC or a portable water what is called cooler or something. Why? I can't. I can't. I can't. Therefore, you have to have so much luggage. One person was coming for the course, first course or second course, and having six baggage. Six bags. I said, why? He said, Swami, 6 months course, so 6 bags required. Thank God, so he did not. I mean, see, I attended 2 year course. How many bags required? So, more this this asahanam is there, less titiksha is there, then uparati is not possible. Uparati is possible those who can manage, those who can handle the pairs of opposite. Otherwise, luggage will be very high. Uparati is not possible. So uparati ityadi sadhanani na siddheran ityatah. Therefore, shamadayah titiksham apekshante. Therefore, shama, dama, etc. expect the titiksha. Titiksha is a very important quality. Titiksha means objective acceptance of all pairs of opposite. It is like a mini moksha. If one has got titiksha, he can get the glimpse of what moksha is. And to get moksha, you have to get the glimpse of moksha. Because a glimpse of moksha will be motivating for you to get the ultimate moksha. If titiksha itself is not there, moksha is not possible. Because lack of titiksha implies lot of sukha hetutva, dukha hetutva on the world. The attribution of the idea that the world is source of my sorrow, the world is source of my joy. With that mind, this moksha is not possible. Moksha is swatantrata, freedom, and therefore this so slavery, the mind with slavery cannot appreciate. Therefore, titiksha is important. Itam. Now we conclude this topic. Itam. Long time we have done. So itam in this manner. Paraspara sapekshatva. Mutually dependent. Shamadhi shatkamapi. So since all the qualities are mutually dependent, each one of them they depend upon five, and all five depend upon each one of them. Therefore, Shamadhi Shatkamapi, even though there are six qualities such as Shama, etc., Militva, coming together, joining together, Ekameva Sadhanam, only one Sadhanam, all of them, all the six, Shamadhi Shatkam, a group of six, Uchyate is called Ekameva Sadhanam, one Sadhanam only. Therefore, you have got only four sadhanas, not nine sadhanas. So, with this, the topic of Shamadhi got completed. Now, the next one is Mumuksha, which we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari